Hey, what's going on, guys? And as always, welcome back to your daily gossip. If you are new around here, all I say is just subscribe because you will be getting daily transfer news straight to your subscriber inbox, and the videos will pop up right there for you. But without further ado, we're going to kick on now. This is a strange one to begin with. It's Llorente to Real Madrid. That is the rumour that I'm going around with today. Apparently, 35 million deal for him, and he would end up at the Bernabeu. I just can't see it. I think if Real Madrid were going to sign a goalkeeper, they'd sign an up-and-coming, improving goalkeeper, not a 29, 30-year-old, whatever Lloris is. They would go for a De Gea, who I think is like 26, or even a Courtois at 23, 24, rather than signing someone who's, obviously got a hell of a lot still left in his career, but he is a lot older. I think Real Madrid will rather have someone who's going to be there for a long time, i.e. how they had Casillas till he was like 33. So I don't know how much, truth is in this. I don't know whether Tottenham would sell. Obviously, they've sold Real Madrid before, so it'd be an interesting one to keep an eye on. Next up is Martin Deroun to Middlesbrough. 11.75 million deal is apparently close to being complete. He is a centre defensive midfielder, currently playing his trade in Atlanta. He started FIFA as a 70 card. So not a absolute world beater, but he did then get an upgrade by 4 ratings. So you look at similar players who got a similar upgrade. You look at, for example, Bellerin, who went from a 73 to a 77. So must have been doing something really well in that league for Atlanta, and obviously attracted the interest from Middlesbrough to fork out almost £12 million for him. Next up is Coulibaly. Obviously, he was last time we spoke about him, he was rejecting a new contract with Napoli. This time round, apparently he is going to be sold by them for £30 million to Chelsea. That deal is in progress to try and get the centre-back there. Now, imagine the centre-back pairing that Chelsea would have. They would have Coulibaly and Zuma, 2 young French centre-backs who are very, arguably up-and-coming, and also at the moment very, very good. So they're trying to sort out a lot of their team. Now, the Prem is going to be absolutely insane with the amount of money that clubs are spending and the rumours that are going around. Coulibaly, no example. No mistake in that even, because I just think it would be crazy. Just imagine the teams you could build. That's all I think about when these transfers are getting talked about. But next up is Mendy. This is a confirmed deal. We have talked about him previously in transfer gossip, but this one is now confirmed. Mendy is now a Leicester player. I didn't know, but he did actually play for Ranieri at AS Monaco. Obviously must have got sold to Nice. And Nice had a great season with Ben Arthur, and obviously Mendy must have played a huge part in allowing Ben Arthur to push forward. And it's a completed deal to Leicester City for, I don't know what the fee was. I think the fee was about £12 million to get him. Obviously, he's a straight Kante replacement, or he could be playing alongside Kante. We don't know yet. Next up is Krychowiak. He has moved to PSG for a fee of £22 million. I thought, it's not a Prem one, but again, it's one of those that I like to include in these videos because it is such a big deal going into such a big club. PSG have got him. It's confirmed. He's basically a Motta replacement. Motta used to hold that role for PSG, that holding role, and now it looks like Krychowiak is going there. And Sevilla, I can't knock them as a club. They find absolute talent and make them even better and sell them on for profit. Now, I don't know what they pay for Krychowiak, but you just go through the list of players that they sold. It is absolutely insane, and I have no doubt they'll sign someone else who's probably just as good, if not better. I'd love to know who their scout is. I'm surprised no other club has tried to pinch the scout from them, never mind the players. Next up is Toni Kroos. Now, he's got a Manchester City badge there. Apparently, Guardiola is interested in bringing Toni Kroos to the Etihad. As I said before, transfers are going crazy. It would cost £63 million. Apparently, that's Kroos's release clause in his Real Madrid contract to get him away from there. And it looks like Man City will probably meet that. I think Cruz is that type of player who dictates play. And it's something that Manchester City, for me, I think that's what they've been missing. Torre did it for a long time, but he kind of faded away. And his passing wasn't as good and stuff like that. Obviously, he was really good at driving the team forward. But in terms of passing, they have missed that guy. And I think Cruz will fill that void. Next up is Ryan Mason getting linked with a move to Hull City for £10 million. The money that is getting spent today is absolutely insane. I don't think, like Tompkins yesterday, I don't think Mason's worth £10 million. But I think it's more the fact that these are English players and clubs really need to get their hands on English players, because I don't know whether that rule is coming into play where you have to have a certain amount of England players in the squad. Let me know when that comes into play. It might be this season, I'm not too sure. Next is obviously the man of the Euros. I just can't stop putting him in videos. Today, one of the clubs got revealed, one of the Prem clubs. Apparently, it makes sense, his badge is Swansea City. And it makes sense, they're a Welsh club. I'd argue when they are normal, like playing normal, and they've got a set manager, they're settled. I'd say they're a mid-table team. They make some good signings. They usually play good football. I think they just had a bad season, to be honest. But Robson Cano is apparently, they're leading the way to go Swansea. And also, as well, Celtic are also interested in grabbing him. He would be a star player at Celtic, but it makes sense for him to go Swansea. They're a Welsh club. They immediately win back so many fans just by signing him. Next up is Axel Witsel. He featured yesterday going to Everton for 30 million and a 100k a week deal. Now, apparently, Liverpool are willing to rival the signature for Witsel, as well as Napoli have also been interested. But it was an interesting one, Liverpool and Everton rivaling for a player. It's not happened, too much, but apparently Witsel will be one of those players. I think a lot of clubs in the Prem would be more than happy to get him, and I'd be happy to see him at centre mid. I'm not going to lie. I think he is a good player. Next up is Van Persie. He is being offered by Fenerbahce to Palace and West Ham, I believe. Both of those clubs are looking for a new striker. Obviously, Palace bid for Batshuayi and also Benteke. West Ham, no secret that they're just going to spend regardless. So Van Persie's been offered to both of those clubs. Not sure what fee it would take, but he is like 33, so I can't imagine it'd be much of a fee. Next up is Suarez, linked with Manchester City. Those are the two players that Guardiola wants, is Suarez and Cruz. Cruz I can see happening. Suarez I just cannot see happening, though. I think his fee would be too big. Apparently 85 million at least, and that's pound. I think his fee would be too big. His wages would be insane. I don't think he'd want to leave Barcelona. And also, I remember seeing a statement saying that if he was going to go back to England, it would only be for Liverpool, no other club. So I can't see this one. I think it's just a bit of a rumour. Obviously, Guardiola can say he's interested in whoever he wants. Whether it comes true or not is another thing. So not really sure on this one. And then finally, we end on another done deal, obviously featured yesterday as well. And that is Batshuayi. He has done deal to Chelsea, £32.5 million, completed deal. Apparently he's done all his personal terms, his contract, everything. So there you go, guys. That is all for today. All the transfer news that I could source for you guys. If you did enjoy looking at their FIFA cards as well, please smash that like button, and I shall see you in the next one.